Bialystok, as we know, is a major city in Poland to this day. I believe there is not a single Jew left in Bialystok. Prior to the Holocaust, however, Bialystok was a major, major center of Jewish life in what, again, today is Poland, and culturally, for most of its history, was considered to be part of Lithuania. Right? As opposed to what we sometimes envision, we think about Eastern Europe, we think about shtetl, which were little villages. Bialystok was not a shtetl, it was not a little village, it was a city. It was a major city, it was a cosmopolitan city, and there was a very sizable Jewish population there. Unfortunately, there was also a lot of anti-Semitism in Bialystok. There was a major pogrom, first towards the end of the 19th century, and then another major pogrom in 1905, which may have had something to do with the fact that all of a sudden in 1905, tons of Bialystokers ended up in New York. When the Jews came to New York at the end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century, they tended to organize synagogues around what had originally been their places of origin in Europe. We're totally not used to that. I mean, if you go to a synagogue today, so the name of the synagogue is Beth Shalom, right? So why do you affiliate with Beth Shalom? Well, I don't know. I mean, the dues are cheap. You like the rabbi, you don't like the rabbi at the other place, whatever your reason is, but you probably wouldn't migrate towards Beth Shalom because your great-grandfather came from a certain town in Poland. That wasn't true when the Jews came to New York about 100 years ago. The Jews who came from Slonim stuck together and made a shul that was called the Shul of the People of Slonim. The people who came from Minsk stuck together and they made a shul that was called the Shul of the People of Minsk. Right? And that's how the shuls were organized over here. We have
a Minsk in Toronto.
Yeah, Anshe Minsk, right. Yeah. So that was true not just in New York, but in all of the older shuls tended to be Anshe, the people of something or other, because that's how the Jews organized themselves. They saw themselves as still affiliating with their town of origin, and they created synagogues here in the New World that centered around their town of origin. So again, as we mentioned before, there were two large shuls, or two large groups that were Bialystokers. They merged in 1905 to buy this building and to create, as we said before, a unified Bialystoker synagogue. Today, sometimes people ask, so what's the connection today between the shul and Bialystok? Nothing, really. We don't have any special Bialystoker customs. I think the last Bialystoker in the shul, the last person who usually came from Bialystok, passed away sometime in the 1960s, if I'm not mistaken. Today, basically what we have left of Bialystok is the name. Till a few years ago, I used to get holiday greetings by email before each of the Jewish holidays from a fellow in Israel. There's a group in Israel today, there's a section of the town of Yehud, which is not far from Ben Gurion Airport in Israel, which is called the Kiryat Bialystok. It's a special section of Yehud, which is populated by people who either came from Bialystok or descended from people who came from Bialystok. So they used to get holiday greetings from them, by email before every holiday. But even that connection has fallen apart in the past couple of years, and our connection to Bialystok at this point is pretty tenuous.